This is Brian Daniels.
Okay.
All right, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are. We are in the championship game of the D2 division, and we have already started our game. The first batter is Michael Donovan, and he hits one down the right field line for a leadoff single. And the next batter, Paulina Romero. So we are in the championship game of D2. Paulina Romero's team coming through the losers bracket and has made it to this game. And there is a line drive hit out into right field, and the ball is down for a hit. It'll be runners at first and third. The fleet-footed Michael Donovan on his way to third. The ball got by the cutoff man, but it was backed up, and so it is first and third with nobody out here. Carlos Aguiar, the batter. So we have seen this team play 3 games, and they hit well, they run well, and they have made it to this game against the Norfolk Gunners. And the first pitch is a ball. There's a swing and a slow roller hit to the shortstop. He flips to second for the out. Donovan does come across the plate, and he scores. There has been a change in the Serpents lineup. They were batting Keenan Petchy earlier in the cleanup spot, but in this game, Jesus Gonzalez is batting in the cleanup spot, number 51. And he has a runner at first base with one out and takes the first pitch on the plate for a ball. Oh my God. 1-0 our score. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded nicely by the shortstop. Flips to second for one on the first. Double play! What a nice play out there by the shortstop. Shortstop is Brian Daniels. And that's how the first inning ends. It's 1 run for the Arizona Serpents. We go to the home half of the first inning. Our score is 1-0.
And the Gunners, the home team, for most of this tournament, the home team versus the visitor team was determined by a coin flip. But because this is the championship game and the Gunners came out of the winner's bracket, meaning they're undefeated, they are the home team. And as they finish changing over offense and defense, we're going to take a minute to talk about one of our sponsors, and that is Tito's Vodka. Tito's handcrafted vodka has been a longtime partner of the Sin City Classic as part of their Love Tito's campaign. Giving back to the community has been a part of the Austin-based Tito's from the beginning. So if you want quality small batch vodka made with love and passion, then make Tito's your official vodka.
Donnie Palliser is going to be the leadoff batter for Norfolk. He plays second base. Joe Bergen and John Bowers will bat behind him. Our home plate umpire today is Chris from Minnesota, and Cody Enerig is the umpire on the bases. She from Phoenix. And that pitch is a ball. This is a 60-minute game, but no new inning after 55. And that pitch is a ball, ball 4. And the leadoff batter is on via the walk. Joe Bergen, the batter, he is their left center fielder. And on deck is John Bowers, their right fielder. And here is the first pitch by Eddie Pedroza. And that first pitch is a ball. Darkness is settled in, my friend, tonight. We've had a lovely day today. But once the sun went down, the air chilled nicely. There is a strike called to Joe Bergen.
Yes, earlier in the day with the sunshine, a lot of people just in short sleeves or a light top, and some of these players still wearing shorts, but everybody else bundling up now.
There's a ground ball to second base. It bobbled by the second baseman, but it bobbled to the shortstop, who was able to make the play at second base, and so that's a force out, 4-6. So Joe Bergen is now the runner at first base, and John Bowers, the right fielder, will be the batter. Ronnie Lauman will move into the on-deck circle. He's their catcher. And Eddie Pedrosa's first pitch is just in front of the plate, may have hit the black part of it, so it's a strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is deep, ball 2. 3 balls and ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. And he walks. It's the second walk in the inning. And it moves Joe Bergen to second base and Ronnie Lauman, the batter. And here's the first pitch to Ronnie. He swings and he lifts one in the air to center field. The ball drops in front of the left center fielder for a hit. The bases will be loaded. No, they will not. The runner, Bergen, is coming home, and he scores.
And just like that, we have a tie game.
Bowers held at second, and Lauman is at first and second with 1 out. And John Prejean will be the batter. They're going to have a courtesy runner for Ronnie Lauman. And I can't tell you who it is because he's got his jacket on. I missed a batter. I copied my lineup. It's Cody
Brown.
Cody Brown will be the batter.
He's listed as playing left field and number 5, but he has a sweater on, so we can't quite see that.
And the batter hits one down the line in the left field, and that ball is down for a hit. This is going to score at least 2. It may score 3. It will score 3. Ball comes in, and the runner is coming around third, and he's going to score. It's a 3-run in the park home run for Cody Brown.
And the Gunners now up 4-1. And you know, Rich, there were 2 walks in this inning, and they came around. And one of them came around to score, and you got to wonder if the pitcher was a little bit tired. This is, I believe, the 3rd or 4th game we have seen these Serpents play,
yes.
And they were playing even earlier than that, I believe. So,
I'm sorry, they've made a pitching change. We have a shout out for the Gunners. Emily and Brian Misyall. So that's a shout out for the Norfolk team. We've had a lot of shout out for the Serpents. First pitch is a ball, and this is Prejean.
And this is Aguilar now pitching.
Is it? Oh, yeah, okay.
Number 1.
The first baseman is the new pitcher, and this is a base hit into right field by John Prejean. Brian Daniels will be the batter. His team staked to a 4-1 lead now. And here is the first pitch to him. Swung on and hit out into left field, and the ball is down, backed up by the left center fielder. Throw into the. Well, it was supposed to get to the shortstop, but it bounced beyond the shortstop. There was no further advancement. It's runners at first and second with 1 out, and the batter is going to be Randy Simmons.
Great backup there. I really thought that ball might go to the wall, and we might see some further advancement of the runners.
Randy Simmons takes the ball. Runners at first and second. And the next delivery. And that pitch is a ball. And the next delivery. Short for a ball. Randy Simmons walks. And the batter will be the right center fielder, Danny Webb. They're batting 9 and they have 1 substitute. Or batting 10 with 1 substitute. And there's a base hit into right field. That is going to score 2 more. Prejean and Daniels both score.
Daniels sort of flying in the Louis Vuitton sweater.
Is that what that is, really?
I believe that was the Louis Vuitton symbol.
And the batter will be Mark Curbs. He swings and hits one into right field, and that ball is down. A run will score. Ball gets by the right fielder, but the other runners will hold at second and third. And I'm going to rely on you to tell me what the score is because my lineup sheet was all not correct.
I have 7 runs in because that was number 22, Randy Simmons, came across the plate, and I believe that's Webb at third and Curbs,
yes,
the pitcher,
and
at
here's
second.
A base hit for Donnie Palliser. A run will score. That's Danny Webb, and Curbs holds third. It's first and third.
And the Gunners have batted around in this inning.
Joe Bergen will bat again. And the first pitch to him. He swings and lines one to the third baseman who makes the catch.
Timed that leap perfectly, and if that had gotten in, it probably would have landed fair and been good for another run or two.
John Bowers will be the batter. He walked his first time up and scored. Swung on and hit solidly into center field for a base hit. Right center fielder gets the ball in, but another run has scored.
In these championship games, often what has happened is the team that is coming out of the loser's bracket has been playing all day and is warm, and sometimes the winner's bracket team has been sitting for a little while. They can start a little cold. Clearly not what is happening here, Rich.
Not at all. Here's the next delivery. And this is Ronnie Lauman. And the pitch to him is a strike call, 2-2. Ronnie shakes his head, yes. That pitch is illegal. And here is the next one. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Left fielder coming on, and the ball drops in front. Another run will score. I believe that's Donnie Palliser that has come across, and on the play, John Bowers to third, Ronnie Lauman at first, and Cody Brown will be the batter. I believe he's the one that hit the 3-run in the park homer.
That is correct.
And the first pitch to him, swung on and lined up the middle into center field for a base hit. This is going to score John Bowers. And the batter will be John Prejean.
I have 11 runs in the inning with 2 on and 2 down, Rich.
Okay, 11-0 the score. And there's a pop-up into shallow left field. Shortstop getting out. Left fielder coming in. The ball drops between them. And Ronnie Lauman scores the 12th run of the inning. The fan base for the Serpents is saying that the outfielders are playing a little too deep.
And you know, when those balls drop in there like that, it feels that way, but having watched these Gunners, they may just choose to hit it over your head instead.
That's right. John Prejean will be the batter. And he swings and hits one down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. But you have 12 runs. We'll get that verified by the home plate umpire.
I have 12 runs, that's correct.
All right, it is 12-0, 12-1 here as we go to the top of the second here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And so what we are bringing you here is the D2 Open Section Championship. What does all that mean? Well, the open section at the Sin City Classic is a section where anyone can play. regardless of gender identity. So that means we have cis males, cis females, trans females, non-binary, and agender all welcome in this division. And the D2 component is about the ratings under International Pride softball rules. And in those rules, in D, no player can be more than a 12 and no team can have more than a 110. The teams in D were separated into 3 different groups, and this is the middle one, the D2 division.
Here's a ground ball hit off the third baseman's glove and on into left field. That's a leadoff hit for Marcial Carrizales. Kyle Beeling will be the batter. So Carrizales at second base. And the batter will be Kyle Beeling. And the first pitch to Kyle. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Left fielder draws the beat on it and makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Left field today being patrolled by Cody Brown. Jose Villarreal will be the batter. On the play, Carrizales tagged and went to third where he is with 1 out. And Jose Villarreal will try to get him in. First pitch is a ball.
In our earlier games, we saw these Serpents hitting sacrifice flies to get runs in from third. I think down 11, they will probably be swinging away.
Here is the next delivery, and that is a strike called. And there is a ground ball hit into left field for a base hit. A run will score as Carrizales crosses home plate, and it is now 12-2 for Eddie Pedroza, who is now playing first base. There's a slow roller hit to second base. Second baseman goes to shortstop for 1 on the first, and a double play. It's the second inning in a row that the Serpents have hit into a double play to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Our score is now 12-2 in favor of the Norfolk Gunners here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we continue to see impressive defense from these teams. We're going to take a minute here to tell you about an upcoming huge tournament, one of the very few tournaments that's actually bigger in softball than the Sin City Classic.
Is there one?
There is, and it is the now International Pride Softball World Series. And for the first time ever, the IPS Gay Softball World Series is headed to Las Vegas. All bets are on beginning October 14th and going through the 19th, with thousands of athletes competing to earn a spot to win a world championship. You can join Hall of Famer Rich Siegel. Rich, you're going to be back for that, and the rest of the Cloud Sports Network crew as we bring you all the action. Visit ipridesoftball.org. That's ipridesoftball, all spelled out, for more information.
We go to the bottom of the second inning of a 12-2 game. Norfolk out to the big lead, and there's a ground foul. And I believe the batter is Randy Simmons. And here is the next delivery. Swung on and lined over the shortstop's reach and on into left center field for a base hit. So Randy Simmons is on. And the batter will be Danny Webb. The first offering to him is a ball. Here is the next pitch, and that pitch is a ball. It's 3-1. Again, Carlos Aguiar is the pitcher now for the Serpents. And you would have to believe that Eddie Pedrosa just threw a lot of pitches today, and that's why he was taken off this mound and is now covering first base. It is a walk to Danny Webb, and it'll bring up Mark Curbs, the pitcher.
Marco, Eddie, ready?
And the first pitch is a ball. There's a swing and a ground ball in the hole between third and short on into left field for a hit. They're going to send Randy Simmons home, and he will score easily. And on the play, Danny Webb held second. We come back to the top of the order. And Donnie Palliser takes the first pitch for a ball. And that pitch hits the plate, ball 3. The next one is a balk. It's a ball, so it's ball 4. To third base, Danny Webb. To second base, Mark Curbs. And at first is Donnie Palliser on the walk. And the batter will be Joe Bergen. Joe Bergen bats from the left side. His team leads by the score of 13-2. And that pitch is a ball. And the next one to Joe Bergen. And that's a ball. He walks and a run comes in.
And this is
Danny
just
Webb will cross the plate with the 14th run. Curbs to third, Palliser to second, and on the walk, Bergen at first, and will bring up John Bowers. And he swings and hits one in the air to center field. The ball is down, a run scores, another one scores, and the bases have been cleared as all 3 runners score on the double, and then taking third base on the overthrow is Bowers.
And as a pitcher, I feel for these Serpents pitchers. You know, when a team is hitting you like this, you try to find anything, find a corner, find anything that might get you an out. And so it's hard. And sometimes the other option are these walks that happen.
17-2 the score. And here is another base hit into left field by Ronnie Lauman. John Bowers will score.
And it's not like Aguilar came off the bench fresh. He had been playing first all day when he wasn't pitching. So he's probably a little bit tired as well.
6 runs have scored in this inning. The score is now 18-2. Batter is Cody Brown, who has a 3-run inside the park home run earlier and an earlier at bat. And he has runner at first base, and there is still nobody out. 6 in the inning, 18-2 our score. And the next pitch. Swung on and bounced to third base. The third baseman lets it go by. The shortstop fields it. Forces Ronnie Lauman at second base, 6-4 on the putout. And that is the first out of the inning. And we'll bring up John Prejean. First pitch to John Prejean. He lifts one foul to the right side and stays in the park, but it's out of play. And that is a strike, so it's a ball and 2 strikes to Prejean. And the next delivery, that's a little high, but not high enough to be called illegal, but it is a ball, and the count is 2-2. There's a swing and a bouncing ball fielded by the pitcher. He throws to the shortstop for 1, over to first, and a double play. A double play. It is the, I believe, second double play we've seen in there, or the third in this game. The play goes pitcher to short to first, and that ends the inning. 6 runs did score, though. And we now go to the top of the third, and our new score is the Norfolk Gunners 18 and the Arizona Serpents 2 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And as you say, we continue to see impressive defense. Honestly, when the pitcher got that ball, I was surprised he just didn't go for one out, given that we've seen some balls go up the middle when somebody wasn't in the right spot to field that throw at second from the pitcher, but managed to turn it into a double play and get out of the inning with no further damage.
Henry Gonzalez, Marco Leal, and Sidney Gonzalez to bat here on the top of the third inning. Henry Gonzalez to lead off here. And the first pitch by Curbs, swung on and popped up on the infield. Third baseman makes the call and makes the catch. Batter will be Marco Leal.
Typically the shortstop's ball if he or she wants it, but the third base person was under it and decided they were going to take it.
And the first pitch to Leal is outside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And here's the next pitch to Leal. He swings and hits one in the air to left field. And the left fielder makes the catch. That's out number 2. And Sidney Guzman, the last batter in their batting order, is at the plate.
And again, hard to know, but fly balls is another thing that happens as people get tired. The head of the bat drops during the swing, and then the ball goes up instead of in a straight line.
First pitch by Curbs. The Guzman, she bounces one in front of the plate. It's a foul ball. Here is the next one. There's a fly ball hit out into left center field, and it is caught, and that is the third out of the inning. Nothing across for the Serpents here in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Our score remains the Norfolk Gunners 18 and the Arizona Serpents 2 here on the Cloud Sports Network. Brian Daniels will lead off here in the bottom of the third for the Gunners.
And Rich, we are in the bottom of the third inning, which means the run rule is in effect. Even though this game is longer, the run rules are still affecting the championship game. At the end of 3, it would be 20 runs. And right now, the Gunners up by 16. So if they can score 4 and get to 22-2, they will win this ball game.
There's a bouncing ball to second base over to first, and the out is made. Daniels is out second to first, 4-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up Randy Simmons, who in his last at-bat singled and scored. Simmons batting with nobody on and 1 out. And the first pitch to him is a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch to Simmons. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Left fielder comes on and the ball drops in front. So that is a single with 1 out. The base hit for Randy Simmons. And that'll bring up Danny Webb, who walked and scored in the 6-run second. And he bats here in the bottom of the third.
Pitcher Aguilar telling the outfielders to get back.
First pitch is a little deep. It looked like ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Mark Curbs, the pitcher, is on deck. And that pitch is a strike called. It's 2-2. And that pitch is deep for a ball. 3-2 the count. And here's the next delivery. That is a ball, ball 4. And Mark Herbst will be the batter. Runners at first and second with 1 out. First pitch, low, in front of the plate, ball 2. The next one, swung on and bounced to the pitcher, off his glove, underneath the second baseman's glove, and on into right field. Randy Simmons will come across the plate to score. It is now 19-2.
And that's going to bring up Palliser, the leadoff batter, and he would be the game-winning run if he should cross the plate and everybody in front of him does.
He walked and scored in the second inning. He takes the first pitch short. 2 balls and a strike.
And remember, you cannot hit it over the fence in this D division, so hitting a home run that way is not a way that he could win this ball game.
That pitch is also a ball. And that pitch hit the plate, so now the bases are loaded. Danny Webb is at third. Mark Herbst is at second. Joe Bergen will be the batter. He swings and grounds one to the second baseman. They'll flip to short for the force there, and the play to first is late. So Danny Webb scored. Herbst to third. Palliser forced at second. And the runner at first is Bergen. 2 runs have scored. It is now 20-2. And here is John Bowers. Short, illegal for a ball.
And again, the 22nd and winning run would be Bergen, who is at first. So a long double here by Bowers would probably end this game. He's been on base all 3 times with a walk and 2 hits.
And the next delivery, swung on and hit in the air to shortstop, makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 more runs do score. And that makes our new score, the Norfolk Gunners 20 and the Arizona Serpents 2, as we go to the top of the 4th on the Cloud Sports Network.
And in the 4th inning, the run rule is 15, which means right now the Gunners being up by 18, the Serpents need to get at least 4, or this game would end at the end of their half inning.
They will bat the top of their order. Michael Donovan, Paulina Romero, and Carlos Aguiar.
And we're going to tell you about one more sponsor, and that is USGSN. The United States Gay Sports Network invites you to come out and play. USGSN is America's largest LGBTQ+ sports directory that highlights every league and tournament in the country. If you want to find a league or tournament by and for the LGBT+ community and its allies, then head on over to usgsn.com. The network currently features over 800 LGBTQ+ leagues, 45 different sports in 42 states and 85 cities. Visit usgsn.com and follow on all of your favorite social media platforms with the tag @USGSN.
Michael Donovan leads off, and he hits one to the second baseman, over to first, and that's out number 1. And Norfolk 2 outs away from a championship. Here is Paulina Romero. She singled earlier, and she takes a ball. She swings and she grounds one to the pitcher, over to first, and that's out number 2. Adrienne Lacey has sent us a text that says, thanks again for broadcasting this for us. We had lots of fun watching this tonight. Adrienne, we had a fun time bringing it to you, and we thank you for the very kind words. And there is a line drive on into left center field off the bat of Carlos Aguiar. And it'll bring up Jesus Gonzalez. Norfolk needs 1 more out, and they will be the winners of the D2 division. And will end the tournament. And the first pitch is a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next one is a ball inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next delivery. There's a pop-up foul behind the plate, and that's it. The Norfolk Gunners are your Division II champions as they defeat the Arizona Serpents 22-2 on this Sunday afternoon. We want to thank you all very much for being with us here for our broadcast of the Sin City Classic. For Dr. Joel Tremblay, it was a pleasure working with you as always. And for Mitch Barnes, for Roman Jimenez, for Elliot Turner, and for Jordan Espiritu, thanks for being with us. We'll see you again for Naga Cup 2024 in April in Houston. You have any last words you'd like to say to the folks?
Nope, just thank everybody for watching. Thanks for those who sent us messages online. Congratulations to the Gunners, all the other champions, including our own San Diego Kraken in the C2 division.
That's wonderful.
And it's always a pleasure to work with you and the rest of the team, Rich.
Thank you.
Go find someplace warm.
So we'll talk to you again in April. Until then, again, thank you and good night from Las Vegas.